Barrington Ainsworth Levy is a Jamaican reggae and dancehall artist. Career: Levy was born in Clarendon, Jamaica. He formed a band called the Mighty Multitude, with his cousin, Everton Dacres. The pair released My Black Girl in 1977. Levy established his solo career the next year with A Long Time Since We Don't Have No Love. Though the single was a failure, the 14-year-old was a popular performer at Jamaican dance halls. In an August 2014 interview with Midnight Raver, record producer Delroy Wright revealed that it was his brother Hyman Wright who first met Barrington Levy in the mid-1970s through Wade Trinity Brammer. According to Delroy Wright, Hyman Wright recorded a host of tracks with Barrington Levy prior to introducing him to Henry Junju Laws. These tracks would eventually appear on the album Bounty Hunter, which was released on the Jar Life record label. Both record producers recorded several singles with the Roots Radics, including L.E.R.W.D., Looking My Love, Englishman, Skylarking, Wedding Ring Aside, and Collyweed, all of which became hits and established Levy's career. Levy's next few singles were similarly successful, including Shy Girl, Wicked Intention, Jumpy Girl, Disco Music, Reggae Music, Never Tear My Love Apart, Jar, You Made Me So Happy, and When You're Young and in Love. Levy then recorded several duets with Toyin, Jar Thomas and Trinity, and appeared at Reggae Sunsplash in 1980 and 1981. Although albums were not terribly important in Jamaica at the time, Levy released 4 albums before 1980, Shaolin Temple, Bounty Hunter, Shy Girl and Englishman, a critically acclaimed record. His success led to many earlier studio and sound system performances being reissued without his consent, releases he described as joke business. By the time his 1980 album Robin Hood was released, Levy was one of the biggest Jamaican stars, and saw his international fame growing as well, especially in the United Kingdom. Levy made his debut as a producer on the rare 1981 showcase album titled Run Come Ya, which was issued on the Canadian Puff Records label. Taking a break from albums, Levy then released a series of hit singles, including Mary Long Tongue, In the Dark, Too Poor, I Have a Problem, Eventide Fire a Disaster, I'm Not in Love, You Have It, Love of Jar, Under Me Sensi, Tomorrow is Another Day, Robberman, Black Roses, My Woman, and Money Move. He began working with Paul Jar Screw Love and toured the UK in 1984, where he enjoyed a big hit on the reggae charts with Under Me Sensi, which was followed by the crossover hit Here I Come, which reached number 41 in the UK singles chart in 1985. He returned to LPs with Lifestyle and Money Move, followed by a British hit album called Here I Come. Levy received the Best Vocalist prize at the British Reggae Awards in 1984. The late 1980s saw Levy, now in his 20s, slow down his recorded output, though he continued to perform and record regularly, and played at Sunsplash every year from 1987 to 1995. His fortunes were revived by 2 cover versions of Bob Andy's songs My Time, and Too Experienced, both produced by Jar Screw, and he was signed by Island Records in 1991 for the Divine album. In 1991 he returned to the UK chart with Tribal Bass, a single by Rebel MC featuring Levy and Tenor Fly, which reached number 20. In 1993, Levy tried to break in the United States with the Barrington album, produced by Lee Jaff, Andre Betts and Sly and Robbie, but it failed to give him the breakthrough he wanted and his relationship with MCA Records was short-lived. In the 1990s, Levy continued to release periodic hits in Jamaica, and more rarely in the UK, although his vocals were sampled and used in many underground and released jungle tunes. In 1998, he released Living Dangerously, which included a collaboration with one of Jamaica's most prolific DJs, Bounty Killer, and with Snoop Dogg. The release was one of Levy's most successful since the start of the 1990s, and saw him finally achieve some success in the US. Levy performed on 2 tracks on Long Beach Double Star's 1999 album Right Back, and also played a few shows with the band. He was featured on a 1999 track by the Rascals titled Top of the World, also featuring KOs. Levy also appeared on 2 singles by rapper Shine, and on a track for drum and bass artist Aphrodite's 2000 album Aftershock. Here I Come returned to the charts in 2001, with a new version by Levy and Talisman P reaching number 37 in the UK. In 2004, he contributed to a track on the album White People by Handsome Boy Modeling School, a project by Prince Paul and Dan the Automator. He also did some collaborations with Slightly Stupid on their 2005 album Closer to the Sun. Most recently, Levy made a guest appearance on the single No Fuss by Red One of the Rascals, from his 2007 album Beg for Nothing. Here I Come is also featured in Saints Row 2 and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. He also appeared on a demo for Jadakai's latest album The Last Kiss called Hard Times. In September 2013 he released the single Love the Way She Love, a collaboration with Mr. Vegas, and announced an acoustic album featuring new songs and reworkings of old songs such as Prison Over Rock, and Black Roses. Levy's son Christian is also a musician, and is signed to Atlantic Records. Discography, albums, references. External links, official website, discography.